Yes, guys, welcome back to the Graft Kings podcast. We are in our lovely studio. We've got some exciting things actually coming up. We are going to Ibiza in 7 days' time.
4 days' time.
4 days' time.
This guy's maths needs to be studied.
Yeah, you keep fucking it every time we talk.
4 days?
Yeah, 4 days till we go.
Nice.
Monday, bro.
Well, when they're watching this, it'll be tomorrow.
Okay, very nice. But yeah, so we're going to be going to Ibiza, but before that, we're actually going to be talking about dating standards in 2026 and how cooked they are.
Yeah.
They're quite
What are we talking
cooked.
about first? Dating or Ibiza?
Well, we'll address Ibiza.
Also, we're moving again.
Yeah.
We don't know what it is yet
Or where.
or where, but we are moving. We're expanding. We're actually moving to somewhere bigger. Still local as well, which is nice. This has served us a lovely purpose, but I think we need more room, and it's kind of falling apart now as well. The heat has fucked our walls, and instead of it would cost us a lot of money to do this again, so we're just going to move somewhere bigger with more space.
Much bigger.
Yeah.
We need more creative space.
Yes.
That's what we need. That's what we do. We definitely need more creative space. 100. This is, like I said, this has been lovely. It's been amazing to have. But yeah, we need more creative space for what we've got coming.
We need
like,
more
this
room
year.
for activities as well.
Yeah.
Definitely activities.
How long have we been in there?
8 months.
8 months.
Nice.
Oh, that's fucking hell.
It's gone quick. Innit?
Time we move
Jeez.
out, probably 9 months.
Mental.
Yeah, it'd be cool though. The new place would be cool.
What I'm worried about, yeah, just I know we're speaking about this out loud, but like the transition period, like we're gonna have downtime where we can't film because we have to give this place up.
Well, I suppose the pod setup's gonna have to be the first thing that's done, isn't it?
Well, it depends. We could just film how it is and just and tell them that.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea,
Good
yeah.
angle.
We've not quite built it yet, but this is like just get some chairs and just sit around. Some
That's
concrete.
quite cool.
Yeah, could do that. Yeah.
We always said we wanted like a. I don't want to say too much. I don't want
Don't
to
say
give too much
too
away.
We
but
might not do it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Cool. But we always wanted a bigger space, and we're on the verge of it now, so it's cool.
But the next one, I want to make it proper GK, like GK logos, signs, everything. I want to make it like a proper pad.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That'd be good.
Proper studio.
Proper studio.
Proper studio.
Ibiza then.
This one, I'm probably the most excited for. I've not been
Say
this.
this every year.
No. This one, I'm really like. How many trips? The only trip I've been excited for this year so far was America. I wasn't even excited for Marbella, but I'm so excited for Ibiza. I've never been. Like, what's this trip number 10 this year? And this
Is it not
the
excited for Bali?
No, it wasn't really. No,
I was quite excited. I was excited.
I was
for
excited
that.
to go back to
Yeah.
Bali.
no, not like this level. Like I was so excited for America.
Yeah, America's different.
Could not wait to get out there. But this year Ibiza, what we've got planned and what the itinerary is looking like, I'm more excited for this than anything this year.
Yeah, this will be the first year we've properly done stuff different
Yeah.
and cool stuff as well. Like
I think we have Alex to thank for that as well. Like we've always had these ideas, but we've never really actioned them, or no one's really pushed us to do it. He's taken, he booked all the cars.
yeah, no, yeah.
Like, he just went. I gave him a card and he just booked it on our behalf.
But in hindsight, like if we had done them previously, would we have captured it as well as we're about to?
Probably not. No.
Well, we wouldn't have.
Do you know what I mean?
No, we
wouldn't
wouldn't
have capitalised on having
No.
it.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's like
that's
it
so
probably
true.
come at the right time, if I'm honest.
What are you
Yeah.
looking forward to most in Ibiza, considering we're doing some
I don't know
stuff
whether
different?
it's the boats or the cars. I don't know.
I
Well,
reckon
what-
mine's the boats, the Formentera.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that would be a great day.
I've always heard Formentera is meant to be beautiful, like unreal.
It's very blue.
So I don't even know what Formentera is. What is it? Just an island?
I don't even know either. What
I
is
think
it?
it's just a sub part of, like, you obviously go out of IB for a little bit and it's only a little island. Yeah,
So it is literally its own little island.
I think so. I don't actually know.
You ain't been either. Oh fucking hell!
I don't think it's its own island. I think it's attached.
a part of it?
I thought it was its own
Why don't we
island.
search it so we don't look like bellends?
But yeah, anyway, we got that coming up. We're renting out some Jeeps. We're picking them up early hours and then taking them out to Calabasa. We're going to take them off road somewhere if we can. Then we're going to go up to Esvedra, watch the sunset. That would be really cool.
We should get a cool box and fill it with
Right.
beers.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have
We
some
get
beers at
Celsius.
Calabasa, no?
Celsius, yeah.
May salsa. So it'd be good.
Oh, yeah,
There's
it
some
is.
cool bits.
Own
It is its own
island,
island.
yeah.
I thought it was its own island.
It's about
Tiny though, isn't it?
Yeah. What do you know about Chop?
28.8 kilometres.
Oh,
yeah, 30
I chopped your
minutes to get
fucking
there.
credit card in half. What do you know about chop?
No.
Yeah,
There's
it's-
going to be Chop on the boat, isn't there?
Fuck, so there
It's
will be
fucking
chop.
gorgeous, boys.
Yeah, it is.
It's meant to be
nice.
unreal.
I'm actually really looking forward to Ocean. I feel like Ocean gets loads of stick like a certain.
I
type of-
think Ocean gets, what's that thing where it says it's overhated?
overhated. Like, it is undoubtedly one of the best beach clubs
Ever.
in Europe.
Yeah.
I think it's in the
I think
world.
ever,
In the
mate.
world.
Probably. Actually,
Name a better beach club.
I've never been somewhere had a better time.
Do you think it's associated with with a bad name because of what people actually go there for?
No, I reckon it's associated with a bad name because of a lot of donuts on life.
Yeah.
And you know,
never
all the
been.
hate normally comes from people who've never even
Yeah.
been.
Yeah.
They
I
just
don't
see
mean because
people
of that.
online and they see the influencers online, and you got these people sitting behind a desk and they're probably out of shape or they probably haven't got a social life or they're just probably bitter people and they just hate on it from afar. I reckon half the people that hate on it have never been.
Yeah.
I meant it more from a standpoint of like it's like a great playground to pull birds in, right? It's a good place to go there if you're trying to nick a bird. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
of course.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it's associated with. You only ever go there just to
I
chop
don't know,
birds.
you know. I think it's
Well, you don't go there for the music.
I think it's
I don't know
associated.
what music is playing. What DJ's playing?
Where they have a DJ.
I didn't even know that.
I think people think it's like stereotypical, like dickheads go there, where it's not. Like, not be funny. How many times have you all been ocean in our lifetimes? I've never seen. I don't think maybe I've seen one bit of trouble there. I've never really seen anything boot off. I've never seen a night get ruined.
It's in
Like,
one fight about 10 years ago.
yeah, that's it.
You know when it really started getting a lot of slack was when the origination of that the IB for Final Boss. You know,
I was
like
literally about to say.
steroids, fake teeth, tattoos. That's when it really blew up on the internet of being like quite like a taking the piss out.
We
Of
know someone like that. Nice little turkey
Don't talk
LV
about man
shorts.
like that, bro. He's right there.
Obviously, the steroid part isn't true. Clearly.
Yeah, can you not see?
Nice little LV shorts.
But yeah, I've never had a
worn
bad day at
healthy
ocean.
shorts.
No, I've
The
never
only
had
thing
a
I
bad
find,
day.
again, like Destino, goes like that, man.
Yeah, we do get there quite a bit.
But that's
later.
We always get there at 4 o'clock.
That's why we're going 4 times this time.
Why don't we just? For what?
I done 4 times on closings.
But
Went 4
We
times.
went twice
We went
last year.
twice.
Yeah,
We got told to leave early the second time, didn't we?
we got told off by our bosses, didn't we?
Such legends.
Fucking hell, how did you get out of the Ashley too?
Well, we didn't. We got called back in.
I've got an idea, by the way, but then one. Go on, carry on. What did you say?
Wasn't.
Oh, good. You stay like that, then, eh?
Yeah, Ocean.
Ocean gets unnecessary hate. It's overhated for no reason. It's unbelievable.
I love Ocean, but the only issue now, and when I say issue, the only thing that is going to be different now is very man oriented because of the community that we're going with.
Oh, I
Like,
see what you mean.
it's great to be there with the boys, but we do overpower it now.
With this many boys, yeah.
We've literally got an army of people. Like we've got the right side boys coming for those that don't know.
Would you say you're scared of the competition then?
No, because you just threw them to me anyway, mate, unintentionally. So it's all right.
Yeah.
I'm a veteran in the game, so it's not even about that.
You're right
anymore.
about that first part. You are
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
No, when like you take a shot and it like hits the defender's leg and then it just ends up going in.
I didn't even want this goal. I didn't even need this. He's like, can I claim this one? No, it's hit my leg, mate. It's mine. It's all right, but don't worry about it.
While we're talking about our beef, I think we should address the tickets for Pasha and how out of hand they've gotten.
That's a great shout.
What a daylight robbery.
€300 for the 12th release. 12th release is just fucking nuts, by the
General
way.
admission.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
13th
it's just
release.
GA, innit?
Who-
No,
like,
13th
how do you even
No,
have it?
12,
They normally
you
go
said
up to
12.
5 and now we're up to 13. Like, that doesn't even make any sense.
That is a piss take, isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
disgusting. Most I've ever paid for a club in Ibiza is €125.
Why do you reckon it's that high now? But I know there's like a lot of ballers.
It's a
that
great,
go
it's a
to
great
Pasha.
lineup, and as well, like where it's peak season.
There's no
People-
justification.
I think,
there is no
I
justification.
think they just know they can sell it because people will buy it like that. Because there's no way it's worth that because it's not.
You're better off getting a table.
No, you're not. Do you know what? I just
are.
got off the phone to something. You're not.
Yeah, you are. If you're going to pay that much, I'm saying I'd rather pay a bit more and just get a table if I really want to
I
go.
don't understand really tables in like places like Pasha.
Super clubs, yeah.
I'm just saying. Like,
I don't know.
if you're gonna pay
It's
that
good.
much-
It's good to have a table in Pasha. I did it last year. It was sick.
Yeah, like tables in your little corner is still like packed, but
And you can pick like the peasants up from the crowd.
fuck's sake.
No, it is now. It was on
It
12
was
the other day.
general admission, 13th release, €325.
Oh, so that's it. It's gone up. So the other day was 12th release and it was €300. So that's 13th release. They've put it up another
I reckon
€25.
there's gonna be like 15th release by the time it happens.
They
That's
probably will.
disgusting.
Do you know
man.
how crap that's going to
You
be?
can climb on that.
I've just got off the phone to one of my clients. He said he went there the other month, I think it was, so in June. And he said, bro, I went and me and my mate left after 2 hours.
'Cause
He
it's
goes,
too packed
"This is-
now."
Too busy.
He goes, I couldn't even walk through the crowd. He goes, it was like a
fuck
sardine.
that.
Yeah, it's as bad as when you go to see what's his name, Navjit Coffee, Black Coffee.
That was horrible.
Remember when we went to
High, wasn't it?
High?
Oh, that was
that was
disgusting.
disgusting,
We
bro.
was near the toilet and it was fine. You go to the main room.
Do you remember we
finito.
climbed underneath the stage on the
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We went underneath and come out in the centre bit and just couldn't move.
That wasn't Black Coffee, bro.
No, that was Fisher.
Fisher.
That was
sick.
fine.
Yeah, that was good.
I don't mind it being busy, but there comes a point where it's just like it's not enjoyable.
That's
Yeah.
why Universe is quite good, because Universe is so big, it can
Yeah.
accommodate that many people. Pasha's not set up for that many people.
The awful thing about that situation is as well, like when you're in the mix,
Carry on.
when you're in a mix, like, you know, I notice it a lot when it's that packed. No one's actually dancing. Everyone's literally just staring at the fucking DJ.
Because if
It's
you
like-
move your shoulders,
and
you
just
barge
doing
into
that.
someone.
They're literally just bopping, and I think this is awful. Like everyone's waiting for the moment to take their phone out and obviously record like a nice sort of drop or something. And then I just think no one's actually skanking.
It's not even that as well. It's so busy that I start getting agitated because people are bumping into me.
Yeah.
And some guy in front of me be like stepping back into me, and then someone behind me will be pushing into me, and I'm going, I've got my drinks, I'm spilling my
Yeah.
drinks, where people are trying to walk through the crowd. I'm like, I'm not enjoying this.
Yeah.
I'm getting overstimulated.
It's
It's,
not nice
pissing
when
me
it's
off.
that
Then the
busy.
worst is when you get caught in the walkway. Like,
Oh,
and everyone's
mate.
just
But it's even
slapping
worse. You know when you get somewhere, like, you don't think it is the walkway,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden it just becomes a pathway. And you're
Yeah.
like, have I stood in a path? Like everyone's walking past me, nudging me. And the worst is when you get someone you don't know and they're dancing. They're like this.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, that, and then you
Like
get your
that,
drink
you
like
don't
that,
know,
and your
like,
drink's
yeah.
going, you go, mate, go, oh, sorry, mate, like that. I'm like, oh, fuck, I can't even be angry at you. So like, you don't even know what you're doing.
It's
it's
normally
awful.
proper sweaty and
Yeah,
wet as
sweat.
well.
Oh,
It's just
don't,
like-
don't.
Why he's complaining? It'll be fucking him doing that to everyone.
No, that's a lie. I don't get like that.
Yeah, you do.
Well,
And the guy
get
that's bumping
handsy.
into you is
Fucking
not, he's
tree.
like, not even an
Bump.
angry geezer. He's got
Yeah.
the biggest smile on
Yeah.
his face. He's got glasses. He's dripping his. Oh, sorry, pal. And he slaps it, gets back into it. Carries on it, and you're like, oh, fucking hell, I can't even be
Having a
angry,
good
bro.
time.
Yeah.
He's having a great time. I'm having the worst time ever. Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of glad we're not going. You know what? It's not that we can't afford it. It's I'm not a mug.
It just doesn't make sense considering we've paid like €90 to see pretty much the same thing before.
well, that's
Yeah.
what I paid my ticket like a couple of weeks ago, and it was only €110. So
Yeah, I don't think that's that bad.
Oh, did you
Yeah,
get
you
yours?
pay that.
Yeah.
Pay
He's
that
the only, he's the only
125
GK going.
So you going by yourself?
I SideQuest cam it.
No, there's loads of
Nah,
right
a
side
few
boys
of the
can.
right side boys are going.
Okay, yeah, you go enjoy.
I'll bring something home for you.
Please do, man. I need a nice little packed lunch. mate.
there you go, mate.
I'm sleeping, bro. No, you want to wake up with this
You
one.
need this.
No, I need this. I won't be sleeping, but you know, thank you, mate.
Should we move on now? Well, if they're watching for dating in fucking 26.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
That's the way
that's
you
true.
said it.
That's true.
Should we move on?
Dating in 2026. Why is it cooked, boys?
Shambles out here. But to be fair, yo, you probably got a good thing of this right now. Like, obviously, I've got a missus, yo's got a missus. And
ya?
like, do what? Your missus has just gone to Ibiza. So how did you handle that situation? Because we've always spoke about how would you feel about if your missus went here, your missus went there, or if you was single in a relationship, wherever the case may be. So how did you find, or how did you manage that whole scenario of your missus being in Ibiza without you?
You put a live GoPro on her, bro. Is it on you, mate?
I've GoPro. I've got an AirTag.
Yeah.
And a GPS tracker. No, I didn't have to manage anything. I just had one condition. I was like, listen, obviously, the last thing I want, I know you're not an idiot. There's going to be probably guys might try and chat to you, or you're going to be in crowds where someone might try and talk to you. That's going to be normal. You can't help that. It's human nature, right? Like someone, you see a hot bird, you might want to talk to them. I just went, don't embarrass me.
Yeah.
Because that is the ultimate humiliation. Imagine like you see there's a picture or someone takes a video like, is this Yo's bird and she's got some geese in her ear and she's smiling. I was like, just do not embarrass me.
Oh, no.
That's my worst fear. Even though that conversation might have even been innocent. But if someone's grabbed a picture
Perception, innit?
or video, and it might have been innocent, but this never happened, by the way. This scenario never even happened. But I'm just saying, just don't embarrass me. If like it does happen, just make sure that conversation's over quick.
Yeah.
So I don't want. That's the only thing. I was like, other than that, I didn't check in or check up on her.
You're not worried at all?
I swear on my
Never
grandma.
woke up like sweats?
Nope.
Nothing like that?
Nothing.
Didn't check your phone a couple of times as you've seen this message and like,
But
blue
I'll
tick me.
D&D my phone before bed,
She's
bro.
not messaged me for 4 hours. Something's happening.
No.
Our phone died.
Oh, no.
No, I got updates without even asking of her when she was in bed, like home. Got home, saved like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Texting.
Yeah.
What if one of her friends took her phone home but she stayed out?
You'd always think the
We should
worst.
do that.
I don't know. I'm just being a
Let's start doing that. Eh?
for us.
Yeah.
What did you have to do? What was it? I didn't even know what you said. What
You
did
wouldn't
say?
trust any of either of our phones.
No, I would not, mate.
What do you mean? Trust us with our phones?
Trust each other with each other's
Oh.
phones.
Second
No
language.
chance. Yeah.
I would.
Would you?
Yeah, why not? I mean, if I really needed you, I don't think you're going to do something stupid, I don't think. If I said, please, mate, need you here. I'm cheating here. Help.
Yeah, I suppose that is a very serious.
No, but
matter.
back to what you said. I didn't have one cause of concern. But the thing is, like, I feel like that comes from a place of security. I feel like people that aren't as trusting. Like we'd obviously done a pod, maybe like 2-3 years ago, where we discussed, I wouldn't let my missus go here, I wouldn't let my missus go here. I'm pretty sure if we go back and watch it, Ibiza was the ones I don't think I said I wouldn't let my missus go to. Because
you did, you know.
I don't think I
think you
did.
did.
I think no, Marbella categorically said no.
I think you said my
think
and
you
I
said
Said,
but-
why do you have to go there? Like, why can't you go somewhere
Yeah.
like nice and chilled? Something.
No, I don't think I did, boys.
Someone,
Anyway,
someone
but-
clip this. He's wrong.
Yeah, someone clip it. Anyway, the point of the matter is I feel like the worrying comes more from an insecure place because you feel like, what if she meets someone else? Whatever. None of these thoughts even went through my head, so I didn't even like.
By the
care.
way, even if you did turn around and say at the time that I didn't want her to go, like, and now you're saying the opposite, that's not a bad thing, mate. Like,
No.
you're emotionally invested into a relationship now where you're secure about your relationship, so therefore you feel comfortable enough to change your perspective. Changing your perspective or your belief about something doesn't mean you're weak. It just means you might have evolved to change to
true.
adapt to a new thought process.
Very true.
And that's what's important for people to understand. Like, when you're not emotionally invested, you're thinking logically. It's easy to say I wouldn't let my missus go here or there, but then if you are in a loving, trusting relationship, then I think it's very normal to say I believe you should be able to go where you want without me telling you what to do, what not to do. However, there is a line, of course, like if she's choosing to go away at the most awful time of the year to go Marbella, that's when I'm going to turn around and question her.
I still wouldn't. I don't like the word let, but because
One or two.
Oh no, I wouldn't let. No, I'm sorry, I
She
wouldn't.
shouldn't want to.
I don't think she
Agreed.
would.
Yeah.
Because for me, like, if someone wants to do that when they're with you, then
Well, look
that's
at-
the problem. Like, me telling you you're not allowed to go to Marbella Bank holiday defeats the whole purpose of
True.
the relationship and what this is built on.
Yeah.
You really want to go to this toxic environment where we know what goes down when you're with me. Then you don't respect me.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't go either at that time if I had a missus.
Yeah, facts.
Unless it was with her. So I think that says a lot about like the person.
Well, look at that
individual.
girl. I'm not going to mention names, but the Millie's friend, her boyfriend, and she didn't go, did she?
Who's that?
I'm not going to name drop, but I was saying that this girl didn't go with the girls because her boyfriend. She had a
Oh
boyfriend.
yeah, okay, yeah. Well, yeah, perfect.
Exactly,
Good girl,
yeah,
fair play.
exactly that. And like, Millie said the same thing. She goes, "If you weren't going, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't let her go. I'm sorry, I wouldn't."
What about outside of Marbella bank holiday dates? If she wanted to go to Marbella, would you be okay with that?
Yeah, I
I don't think that's an issue.
Yeah, I don't think that's an issue. Yeah.
I think some of it comes down to like her social circle as well. Like 9 times out of 10, if like all 5 of your friends are slags, then you're gonna have more of a fucking guard up. Do you know what I mean? Like however secure you are as a guy, because normally if it's gonna be like they're not gonna not speak to guys. It's the same for us. Like if everyone's single and they're whores, you're gonna have your guard up more because the conversation is gonna be more. You're gonna be in the positions more often so than not.
What if they're just single and not whores?
Then it's not as bad. Like you can judge people by kind of when you meet them. Do you know what I mean? But like normally when you meet a group of girls and you can tell they're all whores, and if you was to wife one of them, you'd have your fucking like backup, wouldn't you?
I do agree.
Okay, more examples of why dating is cooked in 2026.
Social media.
Social media has ruined everything. I reckon social media may be one of the biggest culprit for killing love.
When you say ruined, I think it's ruined people's perception of what's actually real in a relationship and what's not. Because you've got so many people out there who give their own views and opinions, including us. I mean, we try to keep it as real as possible. Whether you agree with what we say or not, yeah, 100%. But like, they see other people online, I won't say names, but there's other influencers out there that show that maybe because you have a bit of money or status that you can treat women in like a derogatory way and talk down to them or treat them almost as second class people and stuff like that. And the young boys see that and think, well, if I'm a bit flashy and I'm wearing my fake Gucci and my fake Prada and all this, that I can treat girls like that as well. When in actual fact, that's not the fucking case. Like, you shouldn't be idolizing that. And there's also people out there that fake relationships that show they're really happy on camera, and in actual fact, behind closed doors, they're not happy on camera. And so there's such a mixed bag of emotions in terms of what's perceived as real and a good relationship and what's not. And I think it's disabled people to be able to actually build like foundations of a relationship rather than actually just having one that's based on fucking Instagram. Do you see what I'm saying?
Well, everyone's version of what the foundation is changed, right?
That's it.
Like before, it was very like specific. Oh, no, very evident. Sorry, to what builds a good relationship. Communication skills, making sure that you have the right principles, morals, and you're just on that same page. Now it's built on the fact of, like you said, how you're perceived online, social status, whether you have a certain lifestyle or you don't. And from a man's perspective, the most simple one is the way she looks. It's like having a trophy but having fuck all else. Like, means nothing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Everyone's perspective has changed in respect of what they want from a relationship. Everyone wants, but they have nothing to give. And that's what I think is the biggest
That's big
problem.
facts.
It's a simple fact case of men want the top tier women, but have nothing to bring to the table. You've not even built yourself as a man. You've not focused on your characteristics, whether it's the way you walk, the way you talk, your emotional intelligence, just being able to socialize with people in a certain way and understand someone to how they want to be loved. And again, expecting the most from a woman from that perspective. And for a woman, it's without even bringing any femininity to the table is expected to be taken here, there, everywhere, just because of the way they look. But I think that is a man's fault as well.
Yes, I do agree.
Because we end up putting them on a pedestal because of the way they look, and men lead by men lead with a person. Men lead with money, thinking that's a personality trait, and it's like a vicious cycle. Because when the dust settles, it's like there's nothing else there. Your whole relationship is built on materialistic bullshit, going here, there, everywhere, on money, and you just standing next to a very pretty woman. You take that away, there's nothing. You've got nothing to share, nothing to do.
Yeah, you idolize these really good-looking couples, but there is no depth to the relationship. And behind closed doors, there's normally nothing going on. Like there's arguments, there's cheating, there's betrayal, there's just toxic behavior, and you see them. They look, they're the perfect couple. They look great. They're traveling here, but they're in reality, it's not what it seems like on paper.
Well, it's all face value.
Yeah, that's another thing wrong with social media at the moment. It's like an epidemic of people pretending to be in a fake relationship online to impress other people.
Well, how easy is it, mate, to take a picture with your bird rancher and
Looking
like wearing
happy.
like a similar kit, like just wearing like nice bit of clothing and saying my one or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and just post that online and get loads of fucking views and likes. That's what people are after more than like focusing on their relationship. But I always say, like, you want to go deeper than surface level with your partner. If you can't, then there's something wrong there, because when the room's quiet and when you put your head on that pillow and you're both laying there and you can't just sit there and have a conversation and just go in and about life, then what is the point? I was talking to someone that lives in Dubai, and she said to me during the time the pandemic hit, she said a lot of people broke up because they never spent so much time indoors with their partners.
Good point.
Where in Dubai, like, you're so focused on going out, doing so much, there's always something to do. That all got stripped away, and all they had was each other. So you're like, who is this person I'm actually living with? And they've realised that they're with someone that they're not compatible with. And a lot of people ended up breaking up. And that comes down to the fact, again, you take away everything. What do you have with that person? What do you actually like kind of connect on? What have you built the foundations of your relationship on? A lot of people's relationships are just fake.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's built on fuck
I agree.
all.
Well, don't forget, I heard someone talking about this, that they say that, who was it? Hang on, it's gonna bug me. Anyway, I can't remember right this second, but he was talking about relationships, and he was saying that, don't forget, 80% of your relationship is the normality of life. How you greet each other in the morning, how you greet each other when you get home from work, how you spend your evenings, what you sit and talk about over the dinner table, what you do in the average day, normally Monday to Friday. It's not the Friday night dinners and the Saturday night dinners when you're going out, flashy drinking. Yes, that's a fantastic part of the relationship, and you should always date, right? You should always have date nights. But 80% of your relationship is just the normality of life and dealing with problems, stresses from work, family traumas, like all the general stuff that goes on in day-to-day life, and how you communicate with one another and how you spend those normal mornings, afternoons and days. And if that, like you're saying there, isn't solid and haven't built a foundation to it, then what you have is fake.
Yeah.
Simple.
I agree.
Do you know why else I think dating is cooked? Do you know why else I think dating is cooked in 2026?
Go on.
So, in the most simple way I can explain it, men are not men anymore. Men are so soft. We don't know how to lead anymore. We don't know how to protect, provide. We don't know how to act like men and just kind of lead from the front. We become so soft, right? So men are not men anymore. And also women are not women anymore. They become more masculine. We become more feminine. So I feel like we've reversed roles. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I wouldn't say reverse roles, but you've gone more even.
I reckon it's completely flipped on his head, mate.
No, I don't think it's completely reversed.
I feel like it has, mate.
I
Men
feel
are
like
just so sensitive. Women are just so masculine, and it's just completely flipped on his head.
I wouldn't say all women.
Not all. I'm saying majority of like why relationships don't work.
Oh yeah. What? Okay. Oh yeah, okay. I get what you're saying. So majority of the relationships that don't work is because of that factor. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think so, man. It's kind of like what our relationships were built on back in the day. Like, it's almost like you're not allowed to say this anymore, but men were men. We were the breadwinners. We were the protectors and providers. Women would stay at home and...
Yeah, but I think modern day feminism probably killed this.
Yeah, it has. And I don't think feminism is a bad thing.
No,
but
old
I think,
feminism isn't a bad
but I
thing.
think modern day feminism is, because it teaches a way for the woman to say, I'm an independent of a man where I don't need him at all. And I think to some sort of respect, again, that's men's fault anyway, because there are some men that would use their masculinity or that whole kind of the leadership perspective to control people as well. I've got the money, I win, so you listen to me.
Yeah, true.
So a lot of women didn't have options as well. They had to stick around with their
Abusive
husbands and
husband.
Yeah, that's right.
So I think it's a good thing that women are working there independent. But when you teach society that you don't need a man at all and you just need to go down this route, then I think that's teaching them and doing them a disjustice. And they say there's a statistic to say women are most happiest when they have kids and they have a family as well. And I think a lot of women realize that later down the line after they've like picked their career and they say, well, this actually hasn't fulfilled me at all.
Yeah, well, it's not really a fulfilling thing, is it? Careers are just made up by humans. Like, it's not biologically wired into us to have careers.
Nah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's
It's
true.
biologically wired in for men to be providers and hunter-gatherers, and it's genetically wired into women to be mothers and carers and homemakers as such. Not so much home, but like looking after the family unit. And then we've stripped that away, and we have careers, and everyone's getting careers now and stuff like that, which is fine. But the reason why I think it's all by design, I know it's a bit of a conspiracy theory, but I think it's all by design. Rather than having one family paying taxes, you now get two members of the family paying taxes.
That's what it started on.
Rather having your wife at home educating your son and telling him what life beliefs he should have, you strip the mum away and the dad away. Now you've got the school telling them what's right and wrong and what they should believe in and what they should pursue and stuff. I feel like, again, it is a conspiracy theory, but well, I don't know if it is a conspiracy theory because it seems pretty legit to me. But if you go back 100 years, that wasn't the case. Now they've completely destroyed the family
unit. Yeah, that's true.
It's gone.
I don't know if it's
The nuclear family, that's the word I was
I
looking
do
for.
think the more advanced like technology and life gets, the less of a priority it becomes.
What?
People are less connected.
Family?
Yeah, like I just
I see
feel
what
like
you
it's
mean,
less. Like I personally think in like a few 100 years' time, I don't really think a relationship's going to be like a big thing, like, unless you're like
marriage and stuff. Yeah,
especially for like the westernized world. But for like say like I don't know, you go to places like in Turkey, it's not really like this. It's still felt like very like family orientated.
Yeah, but you know why? I missed out one key factor here. They made everything so expensive. You couldn't rely on one household.
Income.
You couldn't rely on one wage anymore, one income. So you had to then have two incomes. And when you get two incomes, you get two sets of taxes. And because things were so expensive, you can't have the mum at home. The mum has to go work. Otherwise, you can't pay the electricity, the water bill, the gas bill, the mortgage, the council tax, the car tax, the road tax, all these taxes and all these bills that you've got to pay now. One income typically can't fund it. So you need two. So the only choice that family has is for two people to go out and work so they can bring up a family. And they can't have 5 or 6 kids anymore like they used to 60 years ago. You have to pick between either no kids, 1 kid, or maximum 2 kids. And 3, you must have a bit of money in your bank. That's literally it. And I think that is by design. The reason why places like Turkey and these, I'm not saying underdeveloped or developing countries or third world countries, whatever you want to call them, like Morocco, the reason why they still can have these big families because it's still affordable to have big families, and they don't live above their means, and they're not living in a materialistic world like we do in the UK, where we live in a first world country. Your expectations have gone so much higher than they need to be, but that's all. I think it's all done by design. I don't think this is a mistake. It's too perfect to be a mistake.
I do agree, but it's not as affordable as you think either, though, anymore. Like in Turkey, these types of places.
Oh yeah,
I think that does come down to like culture as well.
Yeah,
like,
of course, yeah.
With our cultures, they always just repopulate, mate. That's all they do.
Well, just think
it's lovely though.
That is literally all they do. But that is literally why, again, I'm not trying to diverse here, but why English people become a minority in their own countries because they don't like they take longer to get married, they take longer to have kids, they probably have one where the massive
That's
immigration
not
amount of
English.
people that come here.
That's not English. That's typically white Europeans.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm just comparing it to where we are. But if you want to broaden the spectrum, then yeah, for sure. Like you can say Western Europe.
All white Europeans have been outbred the whole across the whole Europe
it's a cultural thing.
Yeah, by Southeast Asians, black communities, everything. And again, that's cultural. Like you just said, they've culturally been told to have kids and have big families, which was the same. But that was a UK thing not too long ago. My mum's mum was one of 13.
Yeah, my grandma's one of 7. My granddad's one of 9.
That was
Crazy,
a UK
innit?
thing. We used to have that.
The same, bro. Big families.
But
Massive.
they were all skint. Well,
Yeah.
not skint, but they were skint by our standards. They had like one TV in the whole neighborhood. Do you know what I'm
They
saying?
didn't live like how we did, but
But they didn't need it. What you were saying, they didn't need all the flashy things like that. people think today that they need in order to have a happy relationship. And or we have to go on that holiday to say we've been there together, and we have to go there together, and we have to have that car to prove how we need that house to prove that this, we need to go to that restaurant to prove that we can afford to go there. Most of you can't afford to go there. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're breaking your poor boyfriend's bank to go, and it's not, but he feels as though he has to go there
Obligated,
to keep you happy. Do you know what I mean? It's like, but and then you're not doing much, and then it's a vicious cycle of that sort of stuff. And then if he doesn't provide, she fucks him off for the next man who's got a bit more money in his pocket. And then that guy feels devalued because she's only been with him for his money and now left him for someone that's richer. So now then his self-esteem's gone through the fucking floor. And that, well, it can go one or two ways.
That's a him problem.
Well, one or two ways. He either then lets it get to him, or he then turns it around and goes, "Oh, fuck you! Like, I didn't want you in the first place."
No, yeah, they could do that, of course, but it's his problem for even picking a woman like that in the first place.
That's correct.
Like, I look after my bird, but I know for a fact if I didn't go on holiday or take her to fancy restaurants, she'd still be there.
Yeah, that's right.
I know for 1,000,000% fact. I could put everything on it. I know for a fact she would. So that's a him problem for picking the wrong woman.
Yeah, if you can't afford someone else's lifestyle in terms of what they want and what they desire out of a relationship, then don't be with that person.
Yeah.
If you know, boys, like, if you know you're with a girl who's materialistic, right? It could be her love language that she likes. What's it called? Gifts.
That's bollocks.
Right?
There's no such thing as a love language of gifts. That's been made up by, again, modern society to
Potentially
justify
so.
why women are money grabbing whores.
But potentially true.
I don't believe
But
that's
like, no, but how it used to be was gifts was like getting them flowers, getting them
That's correct,
chocolates.
yeah.
That's fine.
That's what they mean
Now
by
they
that's
want a
what-
Chanel bag.
Right.
And,
Yeah, but
fuck
that's
off.
them being idiots.
That's
Yeah.
right. And so, boys, if you are with a girl that knows that wants those things and has
Broke,
those
just say it.
and you want those expectations,
It's giving broke.
and you want those, and she knows that she has those expectations, just don't be with her, man. It's as simple as
Yeah,
that.
but you see, it's what we're saying earlier, mate. It all goes hand in hand. Their relationship is built on these facts. It's built on the basis of, I only was able to obtain her because I'd done all of this stuff for her. And this is why when you strip it back and you come to dating, when you come to that stage, you just need to be able to figure out who they are for them and not base it off the back of, I took her here, I brought her this, I done this for her. Because again, when you strip it all away, like you said, you've picked the wrong woman because that's the level of standard that you've given her. It's not going to last.
That's his fault for setting that precedent from the very beginning. If he's showered her with gifts, whether that's actual items, whether it's bags, jewellery, fancy restaurants, weekends away, all that sort of stuff at the very start, and like you say, he's only won her because he tried to impress her so hard at the beginning, that is now going to be her level of expectation of, well, that's what he did at the start, that's what I'm always going to expect. So if that is the case, that's definitely his fucking fault.
Yeah. But bro, people just pick the wrong bird as well. Like,
do, yeah.
People will go for the girls that like don't like them that much, but they're kind of keeping them around because of what they're providing. Like realistically, if a girl really likes you, you can just spend time with her and she'll be happy. Do you know what I mean?
That is true.
The fuck is that?
Be thirsty, mate.
Ozzy brought that back from Turkey with him
Someone clip it.
in his suitcase.
No, I got it from fucking Sainsbury's.
I told you.
That was Thursday. Add blue.
Blue.
It used to be add blue in it, and now I thought it was more in it. Kid.
Talking about family units, yeah, this is a massive problem in dating in 2026, is that people now live, and we live in a complete throwaway society. So couples today, the second that the pair of them reach a little bit of adversity, whether that's in life in general or between one another or dealing with just general life stuff, they throw it away immediately. They're so prepared to just walk away and move on to the next man or the next girl that's shown them a little bit of attention, thinking that the grass is always greener on the other side. Whereas relationships, families, friendships, they're not easy. You go through peaks and troughs. You learn how to go through rows with one another and get through it. Families, you have disagreements, get back together. Girlfriends and boyfriends. And like, if you looked at all your nan and granddads or your mum and dads, how many arguments have they had over the years? How many stresses have
mate,
they had? Can't pay the
100%.
bills. But they work through it with one another rather than just throwing it away, because that foundation is stronger than just keep moving on to a next man or a next girl. And I feel as though in today's society, if people are not giving what the other one wants immediately, delivering it, or they reach a bit of adversity between the two, bang, mate, they're so quick to throw it away rather than build.
You see,
That's social media.
You see, I don't believe
100%.
in I don't believe in soulmates. I don't think it necessarily exists. Like, I do think you meet someone and everything aligns and you get on very well, so you barely argue, everything's like kind of just on the same page. But I don't think soulmates is a thing. It's like what you said, people work very, very hard for their relationships.
Yeah, bro.
But the point is, like, in terms of what you're saying, mate.
You know what? When you broke it, at first I didn't agree with you. But
When you broke it down.
When you broke it down, I actually get what your angle on it. You're saying like,
I'm saying
The only reason that you would class a soulmate as a soulmate is because how hard you worked on the relationship to get to that level where you could actually call it a soulmate.
Well, let me ask you guys a
Yeah.
question. What's perfect in this world?
Nothing.
Without being sarcastic, what is perfect?
Why'd you look at me?
Because you were going to say something of me, and you're not.
Nothing.
No, yeah,
Nothing.
Mother Nature.
There's no one is perfect. No one as a person, like we all make mistakes. You can make mistakes. It's all about how you respond to the mistake that you make. So in a relationship, it's not about us doing each other wrong, unless it's like it's really bad, but of course, and it's not unforgivable. But if we hurt one another through words or through actions, and I tell you that and I communicate that, it's all about how you respond to it. That's how a relationship is built, and that's how it works. So I don't believe in soulmates, but I believe in the perfect match in respect of you're with someone that you can communicate with and have these problems and overcome it. And what you were saying earlier, yeah, people it's a throwaway culture because we live in a world where we've got an abundance of everything, right? Including being able to speak to people. However, there's a big fucking difference in between getting attention and attaining someone's attention. Getting attention doesn't mean it's the right one. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like you can sit there and get so many likes on your photo, about 1,000 of them, maybe 2 of them is going to be the right person in there that actually want to date you and look after you and like kind of take you seriously. Oh, I've got 1,000 matches on Hinge. Okay, so a lot of people want me, so I don't need to stick around for this bullshit thinking the grass is greener. However, walk where you are because it's going to be greener there. Most likely people are just thinking, I've got so much attention from and validation online.
I must be so special.
You're
I must
not.
be such a one in a million.
No one is.
Yeah, you're not.
No
Yeah,
one
it's
is.
It's
Like,
mainly, like, especially for girls, it is just thirsty men that wank over your photos. Like, it doesn't mean anything.
very true.
Do you know what I mean?
No,
so
it's
true.
right.
Do you know what I mean?
So
It's not
true,
like
yeah.
an actual connection. Like these girls with the inflated egos, and not all of them, but like they'll get like
There's a lot of
inflated
them, though,
egos.
innit?
Yeah, there's loads, and it is just pervy men like just wanking
Yeah.
over your photos.
And also-
that is what it is. It is. They are
what I mean?
literally just having a little tugolini over their photos. But this is what is hard to. This is why sometimes it's hard to have that conversation with a woman because you're like, listen, I'm a man. I'm telling you how we think and feel.
it,
And
yeah.
the fact of the matter is, like, it's not about us being controlling or derogatory against women that can or can't wear stuff. Post what you want, but it does come with a consequence. Like if you're posting a picture in your bikini and you're bent over and you can pretty much see your snatch. And loads of men are liking your photo. What do you think they're liking the photo for? Is it because you look nice, elegant, and they think, oh, you're a lovely woman and she's probably a nice person? Or because I want to bend her over and do a fucking madness to you? What do you think it is? So out of those men that are trying to reach out to you off the back of that post, are they going to take you seriously? Or are they going to just say, I could probably chop this bird?
And they're so shocked when they don't get it. Oh,
Yeah.
He fucked me over and didn't speak to me. What was you expecting? What outcome? In what universe did you think it was going to go another way? It's not calculated at all.
It's crazy though, like, because you can meet women that post pictures like that, but they might be a very lovely person,
Yeah, of
right?
course.
And they actually don't go over. That doesn't mean that they go fuck everyone, but it's how you're perceived and how someone carries themselves is the most important thing. So picking a partner, I think for men, that's one of the most important factors you need to take
One
into
of the biggest
consideration.
business deals you can ever do.
It's not about body count. It's not about how many people they've slept with. It's how they fucking carry themselves when they sit down, get up, and how they hold themselves in a social environment. If your bird's bare loose, just chatting to loads of fucking people, not sleeping with them, but just like talking to everyone, oh, fucking handsy, every geezer.
handsy
No
girls,
way,
bro.
no
man,
way,
the
no
worst.
Like,
way.
oh, yeah, fucking, yeah, meet me, mate. Like, come here, George, meet me, fucking mate, Bill. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna like that. It's how she's carrying herself.
Oh, bro.
I'd rather mute. Bro.
Same vice versa.
And, no, vice
I
versa.
don't think it's as bad for guys.
No way, bro. Not if you're in a relationship. I don't believe you should be hugging like birds left, right, and centre.
No,
and be
not
hands
birds.
in-
I thought you meant just like in general.
No.
Like, I wouldn't even like if my bird's overly social, bro.
Oh yeah,
Like,
no,
just-
same.
just
Yeah.
speaking to
I don't care if
everyone.
you think she's.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather him not really just speak to like loads of people. But I mean, even for a guy, I don't think it's as bad. But yeah, obviously, if you're speaking to loads of girls, it looks a bit weird.
Speaking to loads of girls is different. I'm talking about like, mate, yeah, well, if you're adding on top of that is being loud in an environment.
Yeah.
Like when a man does it, you kind of
Shouldn't be too friendly.
You turn your eye to it, but when a woman's like majorly fucking loud and is like grabbing every single person, it's a bit off-putting.
Yeah.
And that's how she's carrying herself. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And she
good.
might not even go over.
Yeah, but guys can't read cues, so they'll see a friendly girl and be like, she definitely wants
Yeah,
it.
Yeah,
Men
yeah,
can't
so
read cues.
Right, so it's just it makes you look like a twat.
Yeah, that's the worst thing. It's the humiliation of your bird making you look like that. That's I think that's worse than actually her giving someone like her letting someone in her vicinity to absorb that energy off her where he thinks that's a social cue for him to be allowed to talk to her and she's allowing it to happen, is worse than her going, here's my Instagram. In my opinion, not that she would do that either, but I'm just saying, I'd rather her give someone her Instagram than her be like that around loads
Have
of men.
that perception of her.
Yeah, and people would think,
yeah.
I was chatting to his bird, brother. His bird she was all over me. She was touching my arm. She was in my ear. She
Oh
was
my
laughing and
God.
joking with her. I'd rather you give her an Instagram than you fucking allow someone to say that about you, because that's public humiliation in my eyes.
Yeah.
But no, you're not giving the Instagram either. That's not
We need them locked in.
What about from a boy's perspective, fellas, in terms of, we spoke a lot about women on for the first half. What about from a guy's perspective? What should
In what
they should
terms?
be doing in today's day and age in order to figure out how to pick a good woman and how
tell
they
you
can
how to-
attract a good woman?
I'll tell you how to pick a good woman. Sort your fucking life out and stop being a loser first.
Yeah.
Before you even should even go into the dating world, you can dip your toe in it and have a little bit of dates here and there just to get experience. If you actually were dating for a serious relationship that you can grow with someone, you need to have your shit in order before you go do that.
I agree.
Yeah, but what's the line to having it in order? Because like, as most
I'm
of
not
us,
sa-
no, most of us will sit and go like, we're not at the end stage yet.
Yeah, of course not. So, so you don't have to have things completed. Like all of us probably haven't still got loads of stuff completed. All of us can all.
Exactly. So what is the line?
But you
then?
need at least to be shown like you're an ambitious person where you're willing to try it. So like you'd have, I don't know, you even if you're young, if you're an 18-year-old right now and you're just bumming about not doing anything, that's not attractive at all to any female. It's not even attractive to your mates. Like your mates are like, what are you doing? You're a loser. You're just not doing anything. If you're an 18-year-old, you're doing an apprenticeship or you're doing college, you've got aspirations or you're trying this, you've got a side hustle, you might be doing dropshipping, you might be selling merch, whatever. If you're actively doing something, instantly people will respect you more because like, oh, he's actually trying. Like you might fail and that's good. You're meant to fail. Your first business ain't going to be successful. You're going to fail 100 times. It's why I always say losers quit. Losers quit. So if you quit, you are a loser. That's the key. You can't quit. No matter how many things go wrong and don't go right and then fail. If you give up, you are a loser and you'll be put in the category of all the other losers. So what I'd say is like, of course you're not going to have your shit figured out and you're thinking, well, I'm not going to wait until I'm fucking 25, 26 to start dating, yo. That's terrible advice. But at least to be seen to be doing stuff. Have you got a gym membership and are you actively going? Tick. Are you doing something that's going to try and better your future, whether that's online stuff or apprenticeship or going to college and trying to better your education? Yes, you are. All right, tick. Are you, I don't know, doing outside activities that you know are going to be later on beneficial in your life? All right, tick. Are you networking with the right people? All right, tick. If you're not doing all these things, you haven't got the bases covered. I'm not saying you've got to have the bases completed and you like none of us have, but at least seem to be active doing something. Have your shit in order. And like I said, you're going to fail in all these areas. You're not meant to complete them straight away. That's not normal. None of us have, and that we're still all trying to tick on them boxes. But at least seem to be trying to do something to better your life. That is the goal. And when you do meet a girl and you still haven't completed all these boxes, but you seem to be trying, she'll see that as she'll find that attractive. She'll be like, well, this guy's got aspirations. At least he might not be where he wants to be, but I'll be along with him the journey until he gets there. And I can see that he's making an effort and he's actually trying. Imagine meeting take yourself out of your shoes and put yourself in her shoes and think, oh, I met this guy. He doesn't go gym. He has got a gym membership, but he never goes. He sits in his room gaming all the time. He doesn't really do anything. He just has a 9 to 5. He smokes weed. He earns about, I don't know, £1,000 a month. But yet he wants me to take him seriously. Why would she take you seriously? You are a loser on paper. You're not even trying. So why, like, women will be attracted to you trying. Even if you've got no money in your bank account, she'll be attracted to you trying. If you're just going out every weekend, getting raved out your head and taking this and that, and then you're not doing anything, and you're lazing about and you're on your apprenticeship way doing fuck all with your life, why would she take you seriously? You don't deserve a good bird. You don't deserve one. So I would say just get your shit in order. That's what I say by covering all bases.
Yeah, that's what I wanted you to say when I said, like, because you just said one thing. I was like, how do they get there? There you go, you answered it.
Trying.
I think it goes hand in hand, like with what you just said as well. You need a greater purpose than dating. Like if your sole purpose is dating in your relationship, which I don't actually think that's a good thing. Like when someone prioritizes it too much, like if you don't have anything better going on in your life and it is purely just dating or just your bird, it's probably going to end up going one or two ways. And most of the time that's when guys get a bit like clingy and they get a bit too obsessed with their girl. So like that you need a purpose like greater than dating. So like I speak to a lot of people don't get like messages replied to, they'll be in a bad mood, something might go wrong in their relationship and they're like, oh, my life's over. And like when I think of myself in that situation, I'm just like, my life's so fucking busy, like it just doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Like, if someone didn't reply to me, all right, cool. If my relationship went tits up, I'll be annoyed about it, but I'd be like, I've still got loads of shit to do. And a lot of people don't have that, so then by default everything just becomes like controlled by this other woman's like hormones and emotions.
When you make a woman your whole life and your whole existence, you're setting yourself up for failure because you've lost all control over your reality because all of your reality is placed in her.
Yeah.
So say for instance, you say you just work a normal job, might be a good job, might be well paid, 75, 80 grand a year job, whatever it is. But your whole life is based around her. Like, so you go on holiday with her, you've ditched all your friends, you spend weekends with her, movie nights for her every night after work, you don't really go gym, and your whole life is her. And like you said, you have no greater purpose. At any given moment, she could leave you, or she could cheat on you. It's human nature. She might do something, or whatever it may be. She may disappear from your life for whatever reason. Where does that now leave you? Because you've now built your whole reality around her existence, and now she's gone. Now what?
Yeah, you depend your happiness on them almost.
So now your happiness has been stripped away from you, and you've got nothing left. I know for 1,000,000% fact, if any one of us, our birds left us tomorrow, we would be heartbroken. There's no doubt about that. However, I know for a fact we could recover so much quicker than a normal person because we've got so much fucking shit going
You're
on.
allowed to hurt and have emotions,
Of
but
course.
then you just get up and just crack on because you've got shit to do.
I don't think we have enough downtime to be able to, it would hurt us. Like, you'd be crushed and you might not be able to eat, whatever it may be. You might be able to sleep, whatever the fucking shit is. But we've got so much shit to do. The setback would be so short. It'd still be in the back of your head, but the setback would be so short because I've still got to go here, I've still got to film this, I've still got to do this,
Got clients,
got this, got that. When you've set yourself up to be that busy and you've got so much going on in your life, you've got so many aspirations and you've got so much going on, you're kind of bulletproof. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's important for a woman to know that as well, because I don't think there's anything more unattractive than a man having too much time for a woman. Like if you're constantly like double texting her, if you're constantly just available whenever she wants, especially like in the seeing stage, I think they look at that and think this guy is just way too available. Like, you should be doing shit. Why are you this available to take me out? You're like, well, let me know any given date. So for example, if I was to speak to a woman and I'm interested in taking her out, I'll make her know that I'm making this time. I don't have the time because I've got shit to do. And I'm gonna like, let you know either this day or that day. I'm not just gonna say pick a day and I'll be there. It doesn't work like that because you are a busy person. But when a man is way too available, I think it's very unattractive. And she thinks, well, he's there anyway. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah,
unless
course,
you say, unless like she understands that you don't have that time, she's gonna say, fucking hell, this guy is so busy. He's got a lot going on. And he's making the time for me. He must actually value me and like me enough to be able to do that. So I think when guys are too available, it's not attractive either.
Yeah, availability kills attraction, kills value. If you're too available, your value drops. Do you know what I mean? So you got to balance it properly. But the thing is, a lot of guys are just too available. Like,
Yeah.
that's the problem. Like, you can't fake not being available unless you just.
You can't fake busy, can you?
Yeah, you're right. You
Like,
can't.
It's difficult to do.
can't
So
fake
I
busy.
physically have to allocate weekends to see my missus and allocate time to see her. And she's like, we've even talked about getting a shared calendar. She goes, oh, what are you doing this weekend? I'm with the boys. What are you doing this weekend? I'm filming this weekend. What are you doing this weekend? She's fucking, when am I going to see you? And I have to allocate time months in advance to see my bird because I'm so fucking busy with you lot.
yeah.
But that's not, again,
And it's not like because we're going out on a whim.
Yeah,
it's
it's not-
work.
it's work,
It's not
but
like well, you've got to when you are that busy, you have to explain that to your partner and say, look, like my life isn't just a normal average 9 to 5 Monday to Friday. Like, but if he was a loser going out every single weekend down the same pub, then yeah, okay, cool, fair enough. But if he's got a busy life, he might travel for work. He might be a football agent. He might be a fucking a music agent. He might be a travel agent. Whatever the case may be, these people are busy with work. And if your woman then tries to prevent you from pursuing your career, which got you to the man that you are in the first place, then that's not the woman for you either. Like, if she's not willing to accept that you're going to be busy and you're going to be away a lot and it's not necessarily going to be easy, and you have to literally, like Yo says, allocate time and allocate certain things, and even say no. Sometimes you go, boys, I'm busy that weekend. Like, I have to go and I have to make time for my missus here and do stuff like this. Or if she then moans and groans at you about what you're doing and what you're chasing, that's not the woman for you either, man. Like, she should support what you're doing. She doesn't necessarily got to like what you do all the time, but she should still support in what you're doing all the time, no matter what. 100%.
yeah, but there's got to be
A balance.
no, there's got to be some give as well. Like,
You have to make time for them too.
no, not even that. So, like you said, like a perfect example is us, right? She might not like what we do.
Yeah.
Like, not everything, the whole aspect of it, but like certain environments you're
Yeah,
in and things you
absolutely.
get up to. And why would you? I wouldn't like it if she was in the environments either. But again, it's for work and you knew who you're getting with before you got with us, right? But the point of the matter is, there's got to be a trade-off. Like, what does she gain from being with someone that has that lifestyle? And that's where you've got to make sure that you've got all the other shit covered. Do you look after her? Are you caring towards her? Are you loving towards her? Are you allocating time towards her? Because if you're not even covering this shit, and then you're going, by the way, I'm going to Ocean and I'm going to be around birds this weekend. Why am I even sticking around with this guy? He doesn't take me out. Doesn't look after me. He never loves me. So, like, do you know what I'm saying? There's got to be a trade-off for her as well. Like,
Yeah.
you have to be doing something else. You have to have other bases covered, because otherwise you're going, what's the fuck? Why would I stick around? Like, a perfect example for this is, you see these girls with these multi-billionaires and they're old, and you're thinking, why is she with him? She could be with someone really good looking. The trade-off. He makes sure that she doesn't have to wait on
For
anything. She wants a bag, she can have a bag. She wants to be flown on a jet, she can be flown on a jet. I'm not saying that's right, but there's always a trade-off.
Transactional, yeah.
So everything's transactional.
Everything, yeah.
Our relationship, transactional. Relationship with girls, transactional. Even goes to your parents. Certain things will be transactional. But most people don't think like that. But there has to be a trade-off in every relationship. Like, the reason why I'm saying this is, if you're a guy that goes out every single weekend and around girls every weekend, but yet you can't afford to take your bird out for food, or you can't take her on holiday, or you can't. Why would she stick with you? Oh, I see the Graft Kings do it, and they got. But you're not providing anything for your bird. There's no benefit for her. There's no net benefit or net future benefit of her sticking with you, because you're not providing anything in face on the front end or the back end. So why would she stick around? There has to be a trade off all the time, and like you said, everything has to be transactional. Otherwise, I wouldn't blame her for leaving you too.
Yeah, we couldn't have done this like 5-10 years ago.
No
either.
way.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you can't have that
Never.
expectation.
Yeah, no
We don't
way,
bring
bro.
that
Oh,
to the table.
if I was with a girl, well, I'd probably like, what girl, if you didn't do Graft Kings and there wasn't shown to be some success from it, because obviously my bird can see their success from it, from obviously how much we fucking travel and all the other shit we do. If we was just, imagine we just started out and I'm like, oh, by the way, I'm going away this weekend, I'm going to be our beefer, I'm going to have loads, there's going to be loads of girls around us. And I'll go, by the way, I've got this new YouTube channel and it's got 10 subscribers. And she's like, shut the fuck up. No, you're not. Do you know what I'm saying? But because we're now a semi-well-known group, established, you can sympathise with it. But then she gets the benefits of the back of it as well. Like, I'll still make time for her, I'll look after her, I'll pay for her to go on holidays and shit like that. So there has to be a trade. If I weren't doing all that other shit, I wouldn't blame her for not sticking. Well, why am I even sticking with this guy? Do you know what I'm saying? And I would understand it. That's why you got to say, everything has to be trade-off and everything has to be transactional.
Yeah. Even outside of this though, like when you look at the normal person that, let's just say, has time, that isn't, their life isn't that overly complicated, right? They work a nice job, they earn 80 grand a year. Even in that respect, even if you're not that busy, as we were saying, you can't fake it, but you can still value your time. So you value it to the point to let someone know that you'll never accept disrespect, to let someone waste your time. So a lot of men, for example, we were saying before, will just, off the back of like really wanting to take someone out, women know that they can, like, they've got them wrapped around their little finger. Where for me, for example, I think it's very important, like in a relationship, works both ways, is for you to be absolutely in love with your partner, that's fine, but I'm willing to walk away at any given moment if you do disrespect me to the point where things are not changing, it's getting worse. A lot of people brush things under the carpet for the sake of, I'm in love, because it's an emotional decision, where I think
so true, man.
Every decision I'll make based on my relationship is logical, because my logic will always be emotion every single time. It's not to say I won't listen to my heart and listen to what my gut has to say, but I feel like your brain tells you pretty much the truth anyway. All that shit that you brush under the carpet, if you surface it out onto the table, you probably want to stick around with that person. And I think the person in front of you, not to fear, but needs to understand that you respect yourself enough to walk away at any given moment if they're not prepared to be the person that you want them to be, and to hold that level of standard.
I agree, yeah.
I think that's important. Like when I walked away from my relationship, I didn't want to leave her, but I did, because I thought, this isn't right. Logically, this doesn't make sense anymore. A lot of people would just like kind of brush it under the carpet.
Yeah, most men are pussies. The reason why it goes back to what we were speaking about earlier. The reason why most men wouldn't walk away, because they haven't got enough. They haven't got enough value to go back into the dating market to know that they'll be okay. They're worried, I'm never going to find anyone like again. And like, listen, you might have a very, very great connection, and you might be so in love with your bird, but to think that you're going to jeopardize your morals and your standards and
Values.
even your self-respect because of an emotion, and then you're going to let her walk over you or do whatever it may be, and then not be willing to walk away because of that, you're a bitch.
But you know what? But this is why I think a lot of women mentally check out before their relationship ends.
Yeah.
And any woman I speak to says the same thing.
They all do, yeah.
Majority of them that break up with their boyfriends, they mentally check out before they actually leave the relationship. But then the problem with that is when they don't communicate like how they feel about the situation, the man is completely sidetracked, because he might become complacent. He doesn't do anything anymore. He likes to just sit indoors, crack a beer and just chill. Whether he knows or he doesn't, if that's what he's doing, I think the woman just says, I've had enough now. I've actually really tried it. They mentally check out, and then the relationship is done before you even know it. But I feel like men, we're a bit more rational when we make a decision like that. We just go, fuck it, I'm done. Where women, they'll stick it out, but then they've just mentally checked out, and then it just finishes that way as well.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean?
Facts.
Do you guys think, talking out loud, do you guys think that dating within the same culture is important as well? I'm not saying it's a given, But I do think to some sort of respect, if you were to date someone who's got a similar background to you, similar culture to you, similar beliefs to you, even when it comes to political stuff, it's more easier for that relationship to blossom than it is for someone to have completely different aspects to life.
It is, because imagine you have a kid who's going to raise it to what side it is. Do you know what I mean? So if I dated, say, a Muslim, whose religious beliefs are they going to have?
Right,
do you know what I mean?
Well, my dad's Muslim and my mum's Catholic, and you'd think I'd be probably Muslim with my name and stuff, but I was raised as a Catholic.
You did grow up in England, don't it? So maybe if you grew up in Morocco, it'd be different.
Maybe. That's what I'm saying. Your environment makes a big difference. Like your area was very
white.
Was very white. I always said to you, if you was near my area, mate, you'd be more bozo.
I reckon I'd have been probably Muslim and.
Bro, your that ethnic side of you would show so much more.
Say?
To drive in an Uber
with his earpiece. You've got it in you. That bozo.
I reckon I have got that in me somewhere. Yeah, it's buried.
It's not buried. It's there. You just don't show it at times because you're just around loads of white people.
I don't know, but I've always been like this. It's not like I'm. This isn't me trying to be someone I'm not. I'm always like this.
It's your area. It's where you.
Yeah,
grow
my
up
area is
around.
Your environment's everything.
Look at all the boys we hang around with. Do you know what I'm saying?
Kids do mainly like kind of side with the mumsy because they're with their mum more than any time. Don't know.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know if it's culture more. So I'd say morals are probably more important.
No, I think the thing is, it's not a given, but it is important. Let's just say we're talking about from a religious standpoint. If the mum is atheist and the dad is a Muslim, or even if they both had beliefs, I feel like sometimes that kid becomes so confused that they go down the atheism road.
I think it depends on how badly they practice it.
But that's what I'm saying. They're chill. They don't preach anything. They say the kid believes what.
Yeah, I don't think anything would happen.
Yeah, would figure out his own beliefs.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. In that respect, sometimes I feel like it causes confusion for the kid, and it could lead to them not believing anything. Not that I'm saying that's a bad thing. If it works for them,
that's what happened to me, bro.
Well, that's the same as me. I'm not anything.
But no one pushed any religion onto me, and I just started just don't really deep it.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I don't care.
I think when it comes to compatibility in that sense, not necessarily religion. I don't think that's the be all and end all. Like,
I'm not saying it is. I'm giving just a very specific example of like real. Why being in the same culture or being in the same having the same ethnicity or morals, that it could potentially mean there's a higher chance for that relationship to work than it is for someone to be from completely different sides of the world.
Yeah,
not that it's a given.
I think from a compatibility perspective, you need opposite, but you need the same. And what I mean by that is, like, for example, we couldn't be with a girl who was also very high energy, very like mental, very, very like extrovert and all that sort of stuff, because we're like that. And so us lot would probably, well, maybe not Merc, but you would clash, right? So but Merc's not, is he? Merc's very chill. He's probably the most chill person
Merc's
you'll ever...
motionless.
Very cheap. You'll ever meet, right?
2 minutes, boys, he's going to die.
Really?
They're overheating.
Okay. So like, but from a compatibility perspective, you need to have similar interests. Yeah, like, so this is where you said earlier about surface level stuff. You have to go below surface level stuff. You have to discover, like, could any of you be a vegetarian?
No.
Could you? You want to be someone who likes the same foods, who likes the same places, who's got the same interests, who's got the same little quirks, so you can go to certain festivals or museums or whatever the case may be together, so that you can go in and do stuff and enjoy things with one another. And a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't try and uncover that surface level stuff of what that person actually is interested in.
I don't think they know how to, bro.
I agree with you,
People
mate.
don't know
I
how
agree.
to communicate.
I agree, bro. They don't know how to ask those questions. But I think people today feel as though it's weird if they go to that sort of deep level of conversation. Whereas to us, that sort of level of conversation isn't deep.
I'm so deep with my bird. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Dave
it can't be that deep. But...
What do you mean by that?
No, it can't be that deep.
You'd know, Gabe, boy, wouldn't you? Try to take my pants off in my sleep.
What? When? The other night?
Well, anyway.
Woke up, he's like, what are you doing, Taylor? Get off.
Big
What
fact.
crazy way to end the pod, by the way.
But people, I think you're right. People don't know how to ask those questions, right? People today think that's deep, when in actual fact it's not. That's actually how you get to uncover someone's personality and their mindset about what they enjoy in life. And if you don't do that, that stuff's never going to last. All I was saying earlier, your relationship is going to be surface level, and when it's all stripped back and it's just you two, like when you move in together, you're like, holy fuck, I've now got to spend every evening, every weekend with you. That relationship suddenly then just falls apart because you realise, actually, do you know what? I've got nothing in common with this person.
I don't know how people have relationships that don't go deep.
Yeah, I agree.
How could you? How do they operate?
Because it's based on other stuff, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
It's
based on going out. And...
It's based on other stuff, and that's why, like, when you say everything's transactional, but I can't think of anything worse than being rich being able to provide my woman with absolutely everything except emotional intelligence and actually be able to sit there and have a conversation. Because that you can't buy with money. That's something money cannot buy. That conversation, what you share, that depth, the fact that they're your companion, you're a person, and you can like confide in them at any given moment, and you know they're there for you no matter fucking what. Knowing that belief, like like in the most respectful way, that millionaire, if he lost all of his money, that person's going to disappear.
Oh, of course.
Because your relationship is built on Birkin bags and fucking relationships and vacations.
Facts.
So for me, yes, like everything's transactional. That might work for someone because my right don't mean it's your wrong or vice versa.
Of course.
For me, I couldn't do it.
Of course.
It's not what I want my relationship to be based on.
Soulless, isn't it?
No, man.
That's right. Yeah, it's empty.
Yeah, 100%.
There's no depth. I just don't know how you. I'd rather just be single and have hoes.
Yeah, then have a soulless relationship.
Yeah. Why would you have just I can't fathom it. Why would you like allocate all your time to one woman that's only with you for money when you could just have 10 of them and rotate them?
Yeah, but the problem is, mate, some people don't have the money or they don't have hoes. Do you know what I'm trying to say? They don't have money, but they don't have the hoes, cuz. Yeah, but it's true though. Like imagine someone just mediocre geezer, he's not that rich, earns 2K a month, has a half decent job, just about can hold a level of conversation. He's a little bit invisible, but he's not. What he's going to do is going to attach to the next person that gives him that attention, where most guys don't get hoes.
So would you? I don't understand.
No, I'm saying in general, like you're saying, like if you're, why wouldn't you just have hoes? Like if you're around people like that, right?
No. What I was saying is, if you was a billionaire.
Oh, okay. I'll strip the money away. That's what I was saying.
If you're a billionaire.
Oh yeah, then yeah.
And then you've got this girl in your life. You know on paper she's only with you for that. Why would you even like? You know, you see these guys that are rich and they get with a really younger bird and they marry them as well. Okay, and you know she's only with him for money. Like, why would you just?
Do you know why he's done that?
Yeah, because she might give him actual love, care, and attention.
No,
she might.
No, I'm saying, do you know why he's with her?
Why?
Because he's only ever focused on money. He's only ever focused on making. He's not developed in other areas of his life.
Oh, okay.
So you're
saying it's what
he hasn't built a relationship.
You're talking about having all your ducks in a row, being a certain type of man, right? That no one wants to fucking lose, and that's how you do it. It's not necessarily the money. It's how you carry yourself as a person, right? Most of these millionaires and billionaires, right? They might have the woman, but then they're looking at you going, he's got the fucking physique, he's good looking, he can chat to women. You've got something that he doesn't have, and you built that without money. You focused on the foundations and built yourself, where all he's ever done is just focus on his money. He's never really developed in other areas and how to actually get a woman. So he knows that's his only fucking personality trait. So he accepts it. He accepts it because that's the only way he's going to obtain a woman. True. Yeah, well, rich idiots, bro. You can't buy class.
You can't buy class.
You can't buy class, bro.
What's that thing you say? You always say on the right side.
Back skanks.
You don't know what you paid. They didn't know what they did to get there or something like that.
Don't ever be jealous of other people because you don't know, one, you don't know what they've done to get there, and two, you don't know what they're doing to keep it.
So true. You know, like sometimes we look at people that are younger than us and they're absolutely fucking smashing it. But like you said, you don't know what they did to get there. Oh, well, actually, some of us do know.
Some of us going to say we do know about.
We do know what some of them do, and you don't know what they're doing to keep it.
And we do know that as well.
Well, regardless of what anyone's done or is doing to get there, they're fucking there. So, end of the day, you need to accept it. Look at your plate. What cards have you been dealt with?
Stop focusing on them and focus on yourself.
What cards are you dealt with? I'm sorry that you come from a fucked up background. I'm sorry that you don't have a head start in life. I'm sorry that shit has gone wrong in your life. I'm sorry that your parents aren't together.
Can I just say one thing before you carry on there?
Go on.
Because that's every single boy sat here.
Thank you very much. I mean, like, everyone's got their own fucking story, but you are the main character in your own story. So stop focusing on someone else's and just focus on yours, and you'll fucking figure it out. Because what other choice do you have apart from to get up every single day, grind, and try to become the best fucking version of yourself? Because if you don't, as we always say, you will get left behind and be that bitter person that looks at someone else's life and live yourself through them rather than fucking creating your own life and developing and growing in your own way. Regardless of where you end up, at least you can get up and say, do you know what? I fucking tried. And regardless of where Tom, Dick, and Harry and Navjit is, I'm in my own fucking lane and I'm going to fucking make it regardless.
Yeah, fact.
Get to 50 so you'll never be better, bro.
Amen.
Black.
Cool. I feel like an OG pod.
That was a good pod. Really good pod.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you boys enjoyed it anyway.
Yeah, they might feel like shit.
And body count matters.
And body count does matter. Yeah. Body count matters, 100%.
Sick.
Right, okay, cool. Well, that's the end of that one.
Boys, there won't be a pod next week.
Yeah, no pod.
We're filming one, obviously, with you, for you in Ibiza, and that'll be out the following week. We get home, boys. So watching this, we fly to Ibiza tomorrow, so we'll keep you updated on all the schematics.
But we do have 2 or maybe 3 Raws dropping on GKTV to keep you boys entertained until the Ibiza vlog
You're
drops.
not entertained.
Well,
The-
you're not waiting a month or two anymore for the vlogs, boys. So it'll be out like 2 weeks after we get home.
But
Yeah,
if you
and
are
you-
entertained,
Like, subscribe.
leave a comment in the comment section.
And we will see you in
wanna-
Ibiza.
Did you want to say
That's
something?
fine. I wasn't nothing important.
You
Oh, we'll
cut
see you in
off
Cut me
Ibiza.
off, yeah, for no reason as well. It's fine.
I thought you were done.